Wonderful. Alright, Jocelyn just finished the tavern finally. So Forester is definitely something that I need to do. I definitely also need to actually build the town hall. That's important, but this is going to take care of something that they've been complaining about for quite a while. Hello, are you a new person? Okay, enchanted book. Awesome. Yeah, now that I have the tavern, I'm going to be able to have people visit and hire them if I want to. But now they all have a home, and that means this is the first night where I can... Oh, hold on. Yeah, so this is the first night where I'm going to be able to stay up, so that I can actually get some resources from the usual Minecraft mobs, and not have to worry about all of my colonists dying. I did put up this little staircase for now, just temporarily, until I get the town hall finished. And as you saw earlier, I am working on my house over here. I finished the base, I started working on the top, and I have a top layer. So let me show you what's going on with this real quick. Yeah, so I did find out that I was creating the wrong hammer for the Tetra mod. So let me do this. This is the type of hammer I need, not the hammer. They're called the same thing, but this one's for mining. This one's for Tetra specifically. Yep, and then I got an achievement for that. 2 planks. And the hollow sphere. I was watching a guide for a Tetra, and this is something that is very important, because this will allow me to get the ancient... There's a different kind of smith, and I'm going to need to find that to keep increasing on the Tetra mod. But I can get all sorts of upgrades, and it's based on the pieces of each item. That one I don't have access to, and that one I don't yet. But yeah, so let me convert this real quick. Boop. Yep, there we go. Oops. And now, if I put something in here, like let's say a stone sword, I can repair it, or I can upgrade it. Yeah, you can add all sorts of things. It's like I can enchant with an enchanted book from here, which is really neat. I can also upgrade it into various types of blades. And it gets really in depth. And I do... Oh, I need this back. Thank you. So that is something that I am super excited to have. And I just realized I did not light up here, so I am actually going to have to sleep through the night. But hopefully that was long enough for the colonists to feel that they can go and sleep, because they now have somewhere to stay finally. And I also died, which is unfortunate. And I'm not sure, I've been working on designs and stuff, and I'm really not sure how I want to do things. So this is a work in progress. I did absolutely enjoy the way I edited the last video and the whole format of that, but it is definitely a format that is better for the Chaos series, because there was a lot more editing involved, which is the part that I love the most. But it took several hours instead of like half an hour to edit, so I had to kind of get up, go lay down for a little while, and then get up and keep working on it. But yeah, so this is the tavern. So now our citizens have somewhere to sleep finally, and they'll stop complaining about that. Or at least I hope so. Let me go see what you say right now. Okay, remind me later. Alright. So he probably wants like an actual house, but now at least they'll be able to sleep. And I think, yeah. So my plan right now, and the thing I've been working on with the house especially, excuse that lag, is I think I'm going to completely tear down this structure and just use the resources for building the colonist buildings. I think I also want to take a look and see if I can get the supply ship set up, and I might just harvest everything out of the supply ship too. Make it a dark oak supply ship just so I get materials, so I don't have to do quite as much grinding. And if that works out pretty well, honestly I might just do that a few times instead of trying to chop down dark oak trees repeatedly, which isn't terrible, but it does get draining. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really liking this. And let's go and keep working on the house, because there's a lot that I want to do. And I apologize for kind of disappearing for a little while. I was just not, well, you know, I should really stop apologizing for not being well, because there's not much I can really do about it. But I have been thinking about the series and wanting to keep working on it, so I'm very glad that I'm able to. And the way I'm going to do it for now, that seems to work pretty well, is I was doing all the grinding. I was getting cobblestone in the mine, and getting the dark oak wood and everything that Jocelyn still needed, and making sure the colonists were fed. And that is all stuff that is very repetitive, and since I've kind of done a little bit of it in other episodes, I'm not going to keep showing that. It allows me to kind of like sit down and play for half an hour, not have to worry about recording. So it works out. Once I get the forester set up and the miner, I won't have to do quite as much of that off-camera stuff, and that will be absolutely wonderful too. Make my life just so much easier. Yeah, but let me go get another axe. I do hope you're all doing well. Mother's Day was yesterday. I'm recording this on the Monday after. And it really, it hit me harder than I thought it would. My grandma passed away several years ago, and I had kind of dealt with it by just keeping myself so busy that I didn't think about it. But now I'm not able to stay busy because I have to get a lot of rest to manage my symptoms. So it just hit me like a ton of bricks this year. Mother's Day, not having her here. I do miss her a lot, and she was a very awesome woman. Yeah, so I was just kind of sad. I was actually going to record this weekend. I'm starting a new treatment that I've kind of put myself on that seems to be working for me. And it's obviously safe. I wouldn't do anything that wasn't. But yeah, I've been doing okay. Things have been good. I've been feeling good about my life for the first time in quite a while. And it's just so wonderful. That's all I can really say about it. It has been a very rough year. So every little bit that helps is just so appreciated. Alright, so the thing I've been doing, I know this is kind of plain. My main concern has been kind of the depth. I don't have, well, I could make glass panes, but I really like this kind of lattice. It feels like a pirate like came over here and started something and built a quick house to store their stuff in. And this does kind of look that way. And I actually think that being flat might not be terrible because I'm going to put the roof up there. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay. Yes, let me finish building these up. and I hope you're all doing well. Couple updates regarding being non-binary, which is kind of what I labeled the whole channel after. I am working on voice training, which I hope is, I'm hoping it's very obvious, but it might not be. Trying to feminize my voice a little bit so it sounds closer to the way I want it to. I don't know if I want to go full, like sounding female, but I do want to be more feminine than my natural, super deep voice. And I have decided to change my name that I'm using from Ilion to Lillian. I literally just added an L at the beginning. But Ilion just wasn't feeling right anymore. And I haven't gotten the official name change done yet, so it seems like a very good time to kind of experiment with that and see if I want to be Lillian instead of Ilion. Because then I can shorten it to Lily, which is a name that I've actually grown to love. I had some former coworkers. They could not pronounce Ilion for the life of them. So they started calling me Lilybug, and I grew to absolutely love it. And I've been wanting to be called Lily ever since. And I've just been like hesitant, you know, I just, especially with like anti-trans legislation going through in our country, unfortunately, it just doesn't feel safe sometimes. But the thing I realized, especially this Mother's Day, is like I really need to just go for it. Like we only live once, so why would I um, live a life that I don't want to live, if that makes sense at all? Like I want to be me, and I fully intend on making that happen. And if I want to change, I can do that. I'm going to keep my birth name as my middle name, I think, just to have that. It's probably going to feel like an awkward balance at first for other people, but it just works so well for me. I really don't like referring to myself by my birth name. I've been letting basically anyone who's known me before my name change continue to call me by it, but I don't want to refer to myself that way because I want to refer to myself as Lily or Lillian. So, the struggles of the non-binary life. And this I actually want to make just into a balcony. Open to the world. Let me add lighting, because that is going to be important. Yeah. There we go. Do I want to add lighting here? Yeah, I should. There we go. Now that should be all lit up. And now I just need the top and the roof. So yeah, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate every view I get. It's been rough. I've noticed just from how I'm doing these episodes, if you're not kind of doing this in real time and keeping track of it, anytime I kind of skip a few days because I'm not feeling well, and then it ends up being like a week before I get to finish recording, YouTube doesn't like that. I end up getting significantly less views than I get when I'm posting very consistently every day or every other day, which I kind of knew, but also didn't realize quite how much of an impact that would make. And now that I have a new treatment plan that is working okay, I'll hopefully be able to put out episodes a little bit more frequently. I'm also, excuse me, can you not? Rude. This is my house. I don't care if you don't like it. So ignoring that, now that I'm going back to this more relaxed format, I will, you are just making my house a mess. rude interrupting me like that. But yeah, now that I'm going back to this more relaxed format, instead of trying so hard to edit, and also generally feeling better, I think I'm going to be able to start recording for the Chaos series again. And that is something that I am incredibly excited about. Also, why are none of you going to the house? Oh, that's right, I have to assign the house. I completely forgot that I need to assign these villagers. Okay, let me sleep before they die, because I am being a derp. Alright, so now, do I have to complete the town hall to assign them, or can I assign them in the tavern? I hear you over there. Okay. I've noticed now that I'm building out this way, they're wandering a lot further out into the woods here. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Okay. So assign Jocelyn. Okay, so these are just... How did that work out? Hold on. This feels glitchy. Yes. So there we go. Now it's working correctly. So now all of my citizens are assigned to this building. I honestly completely forgot that I had to do that. Very well. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go eventually. Are you actually sitting in that chair like that? It's interesting. But yeah, you're gonna have to go. And you too. This belongs to my citizens now. Let me recall all of them over here. And that is a cursed image. That is so freaking cursed. Um, there you go. Okay, that's better. You're concerning me. Uh, that has to do for now. Okay, so now I can actually... You want a job? That's fine. Remind me later for your job. I need to get you all food too. Okay, and he definitely needs food. So now I can actually see when they need something like that again. I don't have all their thought bubbles hanging out. Cool. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to go back to not really knowing how long I'm recording for, because I actually started this recording early. I knew Jocelyn was going to finish the tavern, and I kind of wanted to be around for it. So yeah, I was recording for probably like a good 20 minutes before that happened, which was longer than I suspected. So my job in between episodes is to move all of this stuff, and especially all this dirt, over to the new house, get a roof started, and I think I'm actually going to have Jocelyn finish the tavern instead of just going straight for the forester. But the forester is definitely going to be the next build, and I might end up building it over top of this land here, which means sheepies and cows are going to have to move. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Until next time, stay radiant, and have a wonderful day.